First, the Warriors looking to join the Cavaliers and taking the next step on what many believe is a collision course in the NBA Finals.
Yeah, that collision course is going to include some downtime. Cleveland's players already enjoying the rest they earned with consecutive sweeps in the first two rounds. Warriors looking to join them with a break of their own, trying to finish off the Jazz in Salt Lake City. They swept Portland out of the postseason, looking to do the same thing to Utah. And Warriors have outscored opponents by 70 points in the first quarter of this postseason. They came out gunning. Steph Curry with a three, inbounding again this time. He finds Kevin Durant for the give and go, and Curry able to finish. And then Klay Thompson with a layup. Curry and Thompson, 22 points in the first quarter. Jazz had only 17 points. Utah started 3 for 16 from the floor. Is that bad?
It's not good.
No. Curry continued his hot shooting in the second half, early third quarter. Look at him get there and get the float over Rudy Gobert. Takes the contact, but still able to put it in. 30 points for Curry. Warriors by 8. He shot 9 of 15 overall from the floor. A step back. I mean, he's got so many moves now. That hesitation move has become a real go-to in his arsenal. Warriors up by 10 there. And then, of course, he'll get a big man and rock him to sleep with a three-pointer. 4 for 10 from three-point range as Derek Favors can't get there. 30 points led all scorers for Curry. Then there was Draymond Green. Second quarter, Curry to Green. Posted up in the corner over there. He'll knock that down. Green, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists. He did it all. Green with the steal. Kevin Durant up top. Final seconds of the third quarter. Warriors up by 11. Shot clock winding down. Green, Andre Iguodala. He's lonely in the corner, knocks that down. The Warriors 11 of 26 from three as a team. And then in the fourth quarter, Green, this is the assist that gave him the triple-double. He finds Thompson. Third career playoff triple-double for Green. Warriors are 22-0 when he gets a triple-double. Another sweep, and they're moving on.
Draymond, this morning you were talking about that you thought the Cleveland series was kind of boring, and I guess tonight on TNT the guys were complaining that your series was boring too, and that basketball playoffs are boring, and these two dominant teams on a collision course. What do you think about that?
Blah, 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 blah. I mean, that's not boring. This team continued to fight. You know, I think the way this team was fought, you know, throughout this entire series, I think it was good basketball. You know, they continued to execute their offense. They continued to compete on the defensive end. That was just my opinion. I don't expect everybody's opinion to be the same as mine. I think Cleveland's been playing great basketball. You know, you watch them, it's been amazing. And then you watch other teams that they're playing against, not so much. So that's just my opinion though, but whatever, who cares?
You're not allowed to have an opinion, Draymond. You're just supposed to play basketball, all right?
True, sorry.
It feels like you guys are on a collision course with Cleveland. How aware were you of them sweeping yesterday?
That doesn't matter right now for us. We obviously have to get 4 more wins against one of those Texas teams to get to the final. So whatever they're doing doesn't matter for us. We have to control our own process and journey. And you know, it's no easy task getting to the finals, let alone winning a championship, and you don't rush that.
Steph can get his tea time Tuesday now at the Cal Club. Warriors have not swept back-to-back series. First time in franchise history they've had multiple 4-game sweeps in a single postseason. Both series clinching wins, very similar, on the road and by at least 25 points. Only other team to do that in NBA history, 87 Lakers. The Warriors not only swept, but they were dominant in this series, didn't trail at all in 3 of the 4 wins this series. First time in the last 20 postseasons that a team had 3 wire-to-wire wins in a single playoff series. For more on Game 4, let's bring in P.J. Carlesimo now. Coach, every time it looked like the Jazz were about to climb back into this game, the Warriors would beat them back, and that includes a sequence at the end of the third quarter that caught your eye.
You know, Stan, it's something this team does so well. Coaches talk about it all the time, finishing quarters. First of all, they get 2-for-1 opportunities. They always recognize them, and they can manufacture a shot. This time it's Steph Curry, as it often is. He knows they've got a potential 2-for-1. So what's he going to do? Step back 3, and by the way, he knocks it down. That gets him the last possession, and Draymond Green he's triple team, makes a great read literally as the clock runs out Andre Iguodala knocks it down. They tack 6 points on top of it. You said they climbed in it. Utah was right back. Here's 6 points. They do this all the time. They close quarters very, very well. Just another example of the many little things that Golden State does better than most teams in this league.
All right, so a second straight sweep earns them some rest heading into the conference final. So now if you're a coach and you have a full week, I heard Klay Thompson talking to Scott Van Pelt earlier. He said, look, they don't get a full week off at any point during the season. And
That's
now they have
a longer break than the All-Star break.
Exactly. And most of the key players for Golden State, they had to play in the All-Star game. So now, if you're a coach, how do you utilize that time best to get ready for the next series?
You love it. You walk the line between rest. Rest is more important, but you finally have a chance to practice. You can get the team on the court. You're not going to scrimmage. A lot of days you might not even tape them up, but you get a chance to practice, to do things. Now, it's hard for both of the teams. For Cleveland and Golden State right now, they're not sure who they're going to play because of the 2-2 series. They're looking at, is it going to be Houston or San Antonio? Is it going to be Boston or Washington? But I think in the back of both of their minds, Steve Kerr, Mike Brown, and certainly in Ty Lue, maybe they think if they get by this next round, maybe they got a hunch who's going to be waiting for them in the finals, so they can start putting things in to get ready for them. Ty Lue talked about the double team that they worked on. It really helped them against Paul George and against DeMar DeRozan. So these teams will be looking down the road. It gives coaches a chance to deal with practice time. You never have that in the NBA. This is a unique situation. They get rest. They get a chance to get the team on the practice floor and prepare. Playoffs are all about adjustments and all about getting ready to play. You don't have that luxury in the regular season in the NBA.
All right, two best teams of the playoffs so far. Lots of time to get even better. PJ, appreciate the breakdown.
All right, Stan, great being with you.
We got more of the Warriors coming up. The added motivation for Draymond Green in this series they just swept, and how much the Warriors have been watching the Cavaliers and vice